Okay, hello, future ETEs, and welcome to Environmental Engineering. So, for this week, the focus of our discussion is about solid waste management. Okay, solid waste management. Management of solid waste is very important in order to minimize the adverse effects of solid waste. There are different types of solid wastes. Mainly, they are categorized into three. We have urban waste, industrial waste, and chemical industry ng mga wastes. So let us identify the different sources of such wastes. In the urban wastes, here are the following sources. We have domestic wastes, which is composed of the food waste, the cloth, and the waste paper, and the urban section or sector of the society. Next, we have the commercial wastes. This includes packing materials, cans, and bottles, and others. Next one, we have construction wastes. So construction wastes from construction industries. So it includes wood and concrete debris. So these are just the major wastes, but there are still other wastes to be considered also. So we have also biomedical wastes, so composed of anatomical wastes and infectious wastes. Next one, we have industrial wastes. So there are a lot of industries in our society, but two of the major contributor of wastes is coming from the nuclear plants and thermal power plants. Nuclear plants generate radioactive wastes which is harmful to the mankind. And thermal power plants produces fly ash in large quantities. And they are major contributor of wastes. Next one, we have chemical industry. It produces a large quantity of hazardous and toxic materials. So there are a lot of chemical industries in our environment or in our manufacturing world. So what are the steps we need to know, or what are the steps involved in the solid waste management? So generally, these are the steps in solid waste management. We have the reduce, reuse, and recycle of materials. This may sound so old already, but this is used and this is practiced by a lot of municipalities and a lot of cities all over the world to reduce, to reuse, and recycle. But also take note that practicing this one, reduce, reuse, and recycle of materials, still produces solid waste. So we need also to reduce the materials usage. Also, we need to reduce the usage of waste materials and discarded materials during recycling. Next one, discarding of waste. So this simply refers to the proper disposal of waste. So when we are talking about the proper disposal of waste, step 3 is very important, which is the landfill. Solid wastes are placed in sanitary landfill in your municipality in your city. So there is a specific landfill for the specific nga lugar. Next, the third one, let me share this one. Once collected, municipal or city solid wastes may be treated in order to reduce the total volume and weight of materials that requires final disposal. So this is the reason kung nga ang mga cities and municipalities are trying to implement some law to segregate the wastes or the garbages nga may ara kita sa ating mga balay in order for them to properly butang nila or ma-treat nila sa insakto ang atong mga wastes. So they are going to kung kita wala natin gina-segregate sa insakto, they are having a lot of people, they are hiring sa mga tao nga mag-segregate sa kanilang mga wastes. Third one, or the fourth one, is the incineration. Incineration is this hygienic way of disposing the solid waste. It is a thermal process and is very effective for detoxification of combustible pathogens. So, what is incineration? Incineration simply refers to the burning or heating of your solid wastes. Burning is a very effective method of reducing the volume of waste of solid waste, though it is a source also of a greenhouse gas emission. In modern nga mga incinerators, the waste is burned inside a properly designed furnace under very careful controlled conditions. The combustible portion of the waste combines with oxygen, releasing mostly carbon dioxide, water vapor, and heat. Incineration can reduce the volume of uncompacted waste. So this is used in order to reduce wastes, but we cannot avoid the fact that this also contributes to greenhouse gases. Then we have composting. It is another popular method practiced in many cities in the country. In this method, bulk organic waste is converted into fertilizing manure by biological action. So we have been encouraged to do this for even sa mga elementary. Pagtahalin sa gamay, we're encouraged to do composting through compost pits or sa anong way to convert sa mga wastes natin into fertilizer. So what is your role as an individual to prevent pollution or to prevent or to help our environment in general? So here are the general role of an individual in saving our environment. So first, plant more trees. This may sound absurd already. You have heard this a lot of times already. But this is really helpful for all of us. So makabulig, gid mag-plant ng trees. So it will help us in global warming, help us also in greenhouse effect. So plant more trees. Help more in pollution prevention than pollution control. So if possible, pwede pa lang ma-prevent ang pollution. So, prevent na nga daan sa mag-ara ng pollution kay control to pa. So, prevention is always better than cure, hambal nila. Use water, energy, and other resources efficiently. So, this will help us to save our environment, but at the same time, this will also help you save your resources. Next, purchase recyclable, recycled, and environmentally safe ng mga product. So, if you know someone nga nag-produce sa mga products out of recycled materials, support them. So, ay makabulig kita sa mga local ng mga industries, sa mga local individuals nga nag-produce ng sinang mga products. At the same time, we can help save our environment. Next, reduce deforestation. So, this one is in the end of the government to implement various laws and mga rules, mga kinanglan sundon sa mga tao regarding deforestation. But somehow in our own end, pwede man kita maka-contribute, pwede kita maka-minimize ng deforestation. Kaya kung tanawin natin, deforestation will go back ng Japon sa aton. So, pwede kita balikan sa deforestation. Deforestation could lead to floods and landslides. So, if we will not help sa ating environment, pag-implement sa mga laws, or sa pagpati or pag-follow naman lang sa mga laws na ginahatag ng government, so medyo kita masyado ng mapestuhan. Last one, nga nakabutang dari, but there are still a lot of na pwede natin himuon, use of eco-friendly products. So, kung may ara lang manda sang mas eco-friendly nga mga products na pwede natin himuon, mas okay gid nga eco-friendly products ang aton nga gamiton. So these are just few of the things nga pwede natin himuon in order to help save our environment. So we could list down a lot of mga things na pwede natin himuon. But at the end of the day, ang kinahanglan natin lang naton is to start it sa atong kagalingon, to start it in our home. Bisan sa gagmay lang ang mga butang nga ginahimo naton. If we are doing it sa atong mga balay, so kada isa sa atong himuon ina. So that little nga mga ginahimo naton would create a great impact para ma-save natin ang aton environment. Okay, so that's it for this week. So all about solid waste management. And thank you everyone. Stay safe and God bless.